Hey, here's a quick video that show an interesting thing called Topsy. Let's pretend I'm not very familiar with what are interesting articles. I'll use Nature. What is that? Nature magazine. So go to Nature, and hopefully while I'm here I can find things like, I hope I can use it. I'll be able to search for here. Let's see if it's going to work. Interesting. There we go. Let's say genomics. She's got a cold. Let's see. Okay, this one reusable. Charting a course for genomic medicine from base pairs to bedside. So this is just a setup. Let's pretend this article, someone at 5 a.m. read this and said, oh, this is a really interesting article and relevant to what we're doing. Potential customers might read this, etc. So an interesting thing is that with Topsy, you notice they had this old share bookmark. Right, so you have the thought in this case that some people may have read this, thought it was interesting, and went on to share it with others. So they might be influencers themselves. One, they definitely are willing to share, right? So I'm going to take this link, copy it. I just did a Command C. I'm going to open up a new tab, and we'll go to Topsy. So topsy.com. Stupid name. But Topsy lets you search and analyze social web. So I'm going to just look on tweets because I know it works. I'm going to paste this thing. So there's our Nature.com article, nature.com article. And I'm going to search, and it actually came up with seemingly 27 tweets about the article. Right? So 3 pages. So just popping around, immediately you see who was interested enough in that article. Let's assume again that it was a valid article or interesting article for 5 a.m. But they went ahead and shared more information about it with others. You could see organizations, you could see individuals, excuse me, and going on, so again, not many, 27. Trust me, I've looked around. This tends to be a pretty low volume space, but it's a different topic. David Schlesinger, this is an interesting guy, right? This was a couple years ago article, I think. But here, I went over to visit David Schlesinger, and I see he's a product manager for Thermo Fisher Scientific. I believe they're the guys that bought Life Technologies. But let's just say, first of all, right away we see, oh, that guy's interesting. He'd probably be valid. Again, you might already have him on your contact list, but you're hopefully finding new people that are more interesting. Oh, look at this. Followed by 5 a.m. Solutions and Brent Gentleman. So I'm assuming David Schlesinger is already followed and known by you guys. Okay. But let's say, well, you probably don't need to do this, but go one step further. So we go to linkedin.com, and I'll search for Schlesinger and Thermo. And there he is. That's probably our guy. Product manager, blah, 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 Wisconsin, blah, 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 blah. A lot of blabby blahs. If you don't or haven't used SalesLoft yet, I think that's another interesting thing. I'm not using Chrome right now, but if I were using Chrome, I would actually have additional buttons that add David Schlesinger to my, basically my prospect list. It's a pretty effective tool. It's expensive. It's about $250 a month, but that very quickly allows you to nab good contacts. If they've got an email that's been validated and a phone number that's been validated, you get 2 green symbols for that as well. And so now you have somebody really raw that you throw onto your list that you can go and prospect with. In other words, do that one-time mailing of something valuable to them that they may or may not like, but if they like it and you've done your research, it's like, hey, this person's in our space and interested. Anyway, there you have it. Talk to you soon. Topsy.com.